After the Fall. So the best thing about this is the hub area for multiple reasons. One, it makes getting into a party super simple. You walk around, you click on people, done. And the best part is you can walk around and just do this to people the entire time. This is the best part about the game. You cannot convince me otherwise.
We're all on the same team. That's good.
Oh, this guy's doing it back! He did it back! They basically slapped VR chat into a zombie shooter.
Except for the fact that you can't actually join that lobby with your friends. So
that's the only downside to the lobby. But how am I gonna meet new people if I'm only playing the game with you in a 2-person lobby?
We could go meet other people together.
That's true, and then we could Eiffel Tower those people.
I really think they need to not kick you out of your party between matches.
Yeah, it would be nice to just be able to join the hub as a group. There's really not much there. There's really the one NPC to talk to, but there is the firing range. There's also, you know, the little area where you can mod your guns and purchase new mods and things like that. I will say
the arcade machine.
The arcade machine is super hard to use, probably harder than the actual game.
Yeah.
They really need to tighten those controls up a little bit.
One weird, annoying thing I ran into while I was waiting for everyone to queue up was you don't have unlimited ammo in the gun range. The gun range really needs like an ammo crate or something to give you unlimited ammo.
The thing I don't like about the modding is when you're swapping parts out, it's hard to tell if you are swapping the part out successfully because like the barrel, say you swap a barrel, you don't really know because it looks identical to the barrel that you just put on, and one just kind of plunks on the floor. You're not sure if you clunkily dropped one or if you actually put the new one on. Why can't I put the thing on? That was probably my only big complaint with the customization of stuff, though. Other than that, like there's a really good amount of weapon mods. They have the weapon skins that you unlock from doing challenges, which is nice. No more of this battle pass bullshit like it's Warzone and I have to pay 4,000 premium currency to make my gun look like a unicorn.
Boom! What a beauty!
The gameplay itself, we've played quite a few levels at this point, and I like what we said before, the level layout is always interesting, which I wasn't really expecting, and I don't think you were either having interesting level design in this. I thought it would just flat go through this building to the end.
I thought we were gonna see a lot of that, but you know, even in the first mission, there's a lot of diversity going on in through there. You're going through buildings, then you have this segment where you have to lower the container, and then you have the final area with the boss fight. You see a lot of different things, which is great. And I think the thing that makes it even better is every time you go through and you play, there's stuff that's just different enough. The hordes might spawn in different areas. The ammo crates are sometimes in different spots. You know, floppy disks and unlocks, or the key card to the hidden room is in a different spot every single time. So even though you're playing the level over again to grind some things out, it feels different enough where you can't really prepare for it, which is one of the reasons why I kind of get bored with Left 4 Dead, because it's always exactly the same and people will learn how to min-max those levels so you can sprint through them as efficient as possible. But this kind of at least makes you have to play and pay attention to what's going on around you, because you never know exactly where everything is going to spawn from, which was just kind of a nice little touch.
That was one funny thing that happened where I was trying to anticipate where the horde was going to come from, and then they appeared directly
and then 50
behind me.
zombies spawned in your butthole.
Yeah. Don't rush in. Oh wait, they came from that way this time?
Big dude.
We've only seen the one boss so far. I don't know if there's any other varieties of bosses. I really feel like this is a good base ground to start building off of, and that's like what most of these games do these days anyways. Just start out with a good chunk of content and then build on it.
I can't remember the last time I bought a game and felt like I got a whole game. So I've accepted this is what gaming has devolved into, and oh well, I guess.
I'm happy with the form that this one's in, though. It's fun to play. Yeah,
right out of the gate, like you said, the bones for this are really good. The gunplay is great. The zombies feel good. The special zombies feel good. I mean, a lot of them they're pretty much just ripped straight out of Left 4 Dead, but it's good gameplay. You got the guys that explode, and the radius still surprises me every time. Man, I really underestimate the explosive radius on that all the time.
Yeah, I thought I was out.
You've got the lightning quick zombies that crawl on the ceiling that make the chick from like The Ring and The Exorcist look like they're moving in slow motion. And then you've got the traditional guys that are, wearing heavy armor and are just kind of bullet sponges.
And then you got the football guy that walks around and can pick you up, and if you don't shoot him in time, you're instantly dead.
That is a really cool feature. Your team having to work together to actually shoot and focus your fire and make them drop your teammate that gets picked up. Yeah. That is pretty great. I
feel like every time that one of those picks me up, I just finished a clip and then I flailing to reload so I can't shoot him in the face.
And I will say I love how the difficulty scales. It's not just, everything now has 50% more health. I hate when games do that and it's just, okay, everything becomes a bullet sponge and that's where the difficulty curve comes in. No, as you go through your difficulties, the zombies get faster. Certain parts of their body will become encased in ice, so you can't shoot those areas. So it forces you to not only have to react faster, but also focus on what you're shooting and where your shots are going. You can't just spray and pray into crowds and hope that things die. You actually have to hit specific spots on the target, which I thought was a really great way to scale the difficulty up too. Let's talk about the PvP. I will say this has probably been my biggest disappointment. I remember seeing the PvP advertised. I didn't get much, so maybe this is my fault for expecting too much from it, but it was pretty much just a straight 4v4 team deathmatch.
Yep.
Yep.
Pretty standard. It was a PC game 20 years ago had the same sort of deathmatch format.
It really feels like they took 8 people and crammed them onto like a 2v2 Call of Duty map. I'd really like to see more things with the genre. Like, I would like to see 2 teams compete, seeing who can get through the level faster. Things like that. I would also, if they could do this traditional Left 4 Dead PvP, one team is the survivors, the other team is the zombies. I think that would be amazing, just because I don't think there's anything like that on VR right now. And I would love to just run around as the football player and just choke people and then Batista bomb them into the dirt.
No, don't do it. No, Batista bomb.
I think that would be the most rewarding VR experience that they could make, and I hope at some point they bring something like that along. I think we could probably just real quick talk about comfort settings.
I would say I'm very impressed with the amount of accessibility options and customization for how you handle your equipment, and also if you're playing seated or standing, there's an individual option for each of those to adjust your height, which has been a complaint of mine in so many VR experiences, that there's no adjusting for standing height. Or
I hate that when I have to reload a game 3 or 4 times for it to figure out where I actually am. Or if you don't, then you can't pick stuff off of boxes. You're a 1.5 foot tall humanoid and you can't do anything. So I do like that they had that slider in there too.
Or if it's like Resident Evil 4, where it was a one-size-fits-all player height when you're standing. So because I'm a lot shorter than you, everyone in that game was so much taller than me, because they were shooting for like a 6 foot tall person in standing mode for some reason. So
yeah, I can see why that would be annoying. I don't personally have that problem, but I can see why it would be annoying. Was there anything that you really particularly hated about this?
I mean, just if they could just keep us in a party the whole time, I'd be very happy.
That's the one thing. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think I have anything negative to say about this. I think it's fun. I think there's a lot of replayability to it, and I think it can only go up from here. So, cool.